Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Harmon Warhol bringing you another episode of the Harmon Warhol Show, and I have a great guest, a returning guest, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer, beautiful model, good energy bringer. Goddamn THA.
What up?
We're over here at Viaggio Winery. So this is the story of that. Pretty much THA had a show. She got a bottle from her grandparents. And they gave her a bottle. I guess it was expensive wine, and I thought we were best friends. You know what I'm saying? And I drank straight out of the bottle because I'm a fucking thug like Tupac. And she was like, "Yo, bro, dude, did you just drink out of that bottle?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I thought we were best friends." And she was really upset. So I said,
"That's not classy."
So we went ahead, I took her to the winery, Viaggio, it's my favorite winery, and I bought her a new bottle of some wine, and we ate some pizza, and we're having a good time. And
this bottle's way cheaper than that bottle that you drink.
Wow, guys. This is recorded, right? Yeah, this is recorded. All right, guys, you guys know. So, THA, actually, we're just chilling out and stuff, so since it's not so much of an interview, we're having more of a segment. So we both wear fanny packs. We're enthusiasts of fanny packs. So let's go ahead and get into it. And today's segment is, what's in that fanny?
What is in my fanny? Shall I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Question is, do you want to start with the little pocket or the big pocket?
We gotta go big pocket first.
All right, big pocket first.
Big pocket. Yeah.
This is where the heavy duty material comes in, aka this big water cat.
Hey.
We'll just start off with the goods. We got money.
You know what I'm saying? First time ever on the show, THA made it rain. Made it rain, guys.
My passport, because who knows when I'm going to be dipping out of here. No, I lost one of my beloved fanny packs a few months ago, and I haven't replaced my driver's license or my ID, so
Damn.
International, baby.
She out here thugging it with no ID, bro.
We're out here doing that elite shit, so I brought
I'm picking up your money. Keep talking, I'm gonna pick up your money.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
I brought my business card so I can flex a little bit on this winery. Get some summertime gigs next year because I am booked up.
Booked up. Go watch her, bro. I felt like a stripper right there.
You're a stripper assistant.
Hey, bro.
Hey. Portable charger, a necessity.
You gotta have that.
A necessity.
I forgot mine. That's what's up.
My keys, a scrunchie, my wallet that this money don't fit inside.
Because you got too many, you can't even fold it.
Bills.
You barely fold it, homie.
I was about to throw it again.
No.
Make you do that again.
You're a stripper again.
Me too, extra.
I'm gonna take it.
All right, little pocket is where it gets
pocket.
a little random.
What's poppin'?
All right, let's go. We got gum.
Gum. Gotta have that.
Let's see.
Got the Trident though.
We got a toothbrush.
Oh.
We at the winery. We got a toothbrush. We gonna be doing other things later, so toothbrush and some toothpaste.
Damn. I was about to say, if you just had a toothbrush with no toothpaste, that would have been,
Nope, I got toothpaste.
Damn, bro, that's kind of a turn on, bro. It's kind of a turn on.
Always ready for the makey out. Cigarettes, which is why I have the gum and the toothpaste. Because I'm trying to be ready for that makey outie, and this is not go.
That's not the business.
No. 2 Juuls because I'm trying to quit smoking. So we've got the whole family here. The whole addiction to nicotine sponsored by Natural American Spirit, additive-free tobacco. And sponsored by Juul, the alternative for adult smokers. I'm doubling up because it's like...
Got charged and shit.
It's like this is my carton, you know?
Yeah,
One of those people that buys those cartons.
I got Dude, that trips me out too. I'm just like, damn, I wonder how fast they smoke those cartons. I think about that.
A whole carton of Stoves?
Yeah, when they, I wonder how fast that goes. Like a week?
Probably pretty fast if they're buying cartons, but the Juul is a lifesaver, honestly.
That's what's up.
Can't go anywhere without some lip balm, some glitter gloss.
She's all ready for the fucking
glitter gloss.
She's all ready
lip
to make out.
balm. I got lots of change because I like to jingle. I like to hear the money.
Jangling, jangling.
I like to hear the money on my way to work, you know. And then my handy dandy cannabis companion.
That's what's up.
Canna companion is what I call it.
Because you're a singer and you smoke so much or whatever, do you like doing the electric
Smoke
better?
So much.
Well, you smoke cigs, you smoke fucking
I
Juuls,
vape a lot.
vape.
I was gigging while being a cigarette smoker for many years, and it was challenging, and I could tell that it was challenging, and I would take breaks here and there, and it would get a lot easier, and I never really had something to like keep me off of cigarettes. And then Juul came into my life, homegirl Juul, and I don't feel the need to buy cigarettes anymore, and my singing is way better now, and
That's awesome.
just special occasions and things like that.
All right.
And that's my fanny.
That's what's up. So
Harmon, what's in that fanny?
which one? Big pocket, little pocket?
All right, we gotta start little pocket.
All right, cool. All right. So I got some rolling papers, zigzag. We got the Bronstein Ferris France. You know what I mean?
Français.
Gotta have the lighter. You know what I'm saying? Boom, some matches just in case. You know what
All
I mean?
the fire.
I keep it lit, bro. I got my rings that I usually wear, but I ain't wearing them.
Put them
right
on.
now.
I put on my rings.
I put a ring on. I got my one ring actually can open beers. You know, I try to act like a magic trick for people because they trip out. They're
Or
like,
you just like,
"What?
you just pull
Pop?"
the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
off.
they're like, "Yo,
what did you do?
you're a superhero." And speaking of superheroes, I actually got you a sticker in my fanny.
Hell yeah.
It's a dope kind of sticker. I ain't gonna go up there
I'm
and
gonna
show
put
it.
it on my water bottle.
That's what I was thinking you could do, yeah. And then I got you another one.
I love stickers. Thank you.
It's not a sticker though.
Oh.
It's a pin.
Who is it?
It's Drake.
Yes! Hey, baby.
I got you a Drake
Ooh,
pin.
hey,
I
thank
guess
you.
that's just the motion.
I guess that's just the moment.
Yep.
Now you're talking my language.
I got
Now you're
another
talking
pin.
my
This is my pin. I ain't gonna give it to her. It's actually Lucille Ball. You know what I
Lucy,
mean? Lucy,
baby.
it's
I got my
one.
own Lucy on my
Fav-
arm right here.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Now you're talking my
Yeah,
language.
I got a rock.
Now
You
you're
know what I
talking
mean?
my
Stone.
language. Is that
Yeah.
amethyst?
I think so.
Quartz?
Yeah, one of them. I don't know. I just know, it brings good vibes, bring energy.
That's
I
right.
like to keep it in there. Big pocket now. It's just basic stuff in the big pocket. So start the show off all the time. This is always, it's always in the fanny pack. Always. People always, I keep it on deck. You know what I'm saying? And then, just the regular stuff, wallet, keys. Usually my phone keeps in my pocket because I take it in and out all the time, so I don't want to put it in the fanny, you know what I mean? Easy access. And I actually keep a little key on here that goes to nowhere. It actually is for Bequinox when I go to Burning Man. It's the halfway of Burning Man, and they actually gave us a key that opens like a bunch of like random stuff on the playa.
What?
Yeah, so I keep it on me, just like a little like good luck type of like reminder of like, you know what I mean, of like
Those
a good time.
times,
Yeah,
yeah.
So I always do that and keep that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's in my fanny.
Shit. Whoa, bonus fanny edition. I brought my lunch pail here.
Shit.
Yo, no food and beverages allowed at
yeah.
no outside food or drink. Haha.
Psych, nigga.
What do we got in here? My Fit Fresh crisper.
I know
Yo,
you
what
have-
up? We got Perrier.
Hey.
Perrier on deck. You want one?
I'll take one. I drink a lot of those actually.
Yup.
Sponsored by Perrier.
Perrier.
She got two of them, She
Yup.
thought of me. Or she was really
Yo,
thirsty.
I don't go anywhere without a nice
Ooh,
ripe
damn.
avo.
Damn.
Nice and squished.
Hey, so you like them big and black?
I like big, dark avocado.
You don't like light skinned avocados?
What's that? Those aren't right.
It was an innuendo.
Gotta be nice and right.
It was like I think
That
you knew
pipe gotta be right. Oh, what else? I brought everything for us to share. So I have 2 beautiful homegrown oranges.
I'll eat that.
Nice and organic.
I'll eat that before we leave for sure.
Organic orange.
Mhm.
And my favorite, the star of the show, is this shrimp and crab ceviche.
Swag.
That's snacks for days. I've been living off of this ceviche that I get from a grocery outlet.
For
Bargain
sure.
Market.
That's what's up.
And we got snacks, but
Got a
I
lot
ain't
of
hungry.
goodies. Got like, yeah, we ate that pizza.
We ate some really good
Cheese.
pizza. I flirted with the guy that made the pizza.
As you should. He made us good pizza, and he gave you some of that calzone.
Free calzone.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna pour up some more wine real quick though,
Give
too.
me that free cow bone, and it'll be good.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I hate that I say you know what I mean all the time.
Hey, no. Don't say you hate anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hate ain't a thing today, you know what I mean? What? About that life. You're hella quick. I'm not ready. Well, I'm debating putting some of this Perrier in
I was thinking about that
but
too. Yeah, but fuck it. I don't want to ruin it or waste it or whatever.
ruin the $23.
Hey, nigga.
I'm just joking.
It was my $23. So what else? So then, like, so what's else? We got like what? Like, let me look at the time real quick. It's probably like 10 minutes. Good. Yeah, we had like 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So what you wanna?
I told you. What did I say?
What? Yeah, 10 minutes. It wasn't 5. You right. So what's poppin'? You said you had some questions for a nigga. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I got a bunch of questions. You know what I mean? On my phone that niggas was asking me, but we could do this right here.
This is this is a segment I like to call.
Bro, what are you doing, bro? She's over here having a foursome right now, bro, with her jewel. Dude,
Questions.
don't do that around me anymore. I just looked at you a different way. Oh, shit.
I think the whole world is looking at me a different way.
She put 3 of those in her mouth. All right, so.
Is that a challenge?
Oh, man, goddamn, fucking damn, Jesus Christ.
All right, questions. These are deep-ass questions. I hope you're
Don't
ready.
fuck this up, bro.
I hope you're ready. I love writing on this. Don't fuck this up for me. Yeah, I hope you're ready to go deep. Anyways. First question.
You have no idea.
First question. When you dream,
When I dream.
do you dream in first person point of view or second person point of view or
It's either first or third.
Yeah.
First or third. It's usually I'm either watching me doing shit or I'm either just straight up like.
What's the other? Is there any other dimensions? You know, is there any
Second
other
person? What's second person? From like another person looking at you. You know
it's
what I'm
like interactive kind of like. It's usually first or third.
But usually I mean, every now and then there'll be like a third time, like third person, like looking outside of my body, having, you know what I mean? But usually it's.
Do you see yourself from the back or from the front?
Usually it'll be from the back or from the side, actually. It would be like that. Like I'll be seeing me interacting with other people doing. I'm like, what am I doing? Like in my mind, and I kind of wake myself up.
I'm definitely a first person point of view dreamer, but it's rare that I ever like catch a reflection in my dreams. And when I do, I always look like hella different. Like my projection of like what I look like in my dreams is like way different. I have like hella like long hair, like long thick ass hair. I kind of like look the same, like my face and everything like looks the same. I think it's just like my hair that's different.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
Oh shit, out of fun. So unprofessional. Unprofessional.
Good answer, yeah. I asked that question to a lot of people. I don't know, it doesn't mean anything. I'm just curious. Like, dreams are weird.
I got like 100 photos of you on my phone right now.
I deleted some.
I'm not complaining though, Taya.
Send them to me.
I'll send it to you. We got all day, bro. We got all fucking day.
All right, second question.
What's poppin'?
When you think, like say you're like thinking like just any thoughts throughout the day, your thought processes, if you ever have like an objective take on how you're thinking or what you're thinking about, do you think in terms of words or pictures?
Repeat it again.
So when you're thinking and you're kind of like you're by yourself or you're in your thoughts, are you thinking in commentary and like words and dialogue? Or are you thinking in images, pictures, and memories?
Actually, it's kind of like both, but most of the time, because like a lot of times, I'm just saying words in my head and a bunch of, because I'm like, I got anxiety, so like fucking, I think a lot all the time, like constantly. Like even in this moment right now, I'm thinking of other situations,
Right.
like other
Me
alternate
too.
dimensions and shit. Not even that, but like
Stuff that doesn't exist, stuff that I
could
can do
exist,
later, tomorrow, future, past.
yeah,
It's all happening
it's
at the
always
same
happening,
time.
and it's usually dialogue. But the more when I look into the future or to the past, when I'm more present, it's words. But future and past, I'm thinking visually, and that's how my memory's pretty decent because like if
It's photographic.
it's not photographic. 'Cause I don't want to sound like yeah, bro, I'm like a genius, like you know what I'm saying. But it's like I can really
if you're remembering things in images.
Yeah, like I won't remember a whole thing, but I'll be able to remember a thing because you could tell me about it, and then I'll remember something very significant about that event, and then I'll put myself there, and then I'll go either from there, either go back or front from there to like see where I was.
Yeah.
So like say like when I first saw you, I actually went to Oakdale with my mom.
Oh, that's
or
right.
not Oakdale. That was the
Diva.
second time. It was actually in Modesto at
Diva
that breakfast.
Cafe.
Yeah, Diva Cafe.
Morning set.
So like I would remember that. So I'd be like, oh, what kind of happened there? I would put myself in that moment where I'm sitting with my mom and I took a video. She was hella happy hearing you sing and shit. She appreciated we having breakfast, a good time. I remember from that moment, but then I could think about me driving there and like how I was feeling that day, and then I could go forward about like later on after like I took the video after we got our food. She's happy, the interactions and stuff.
That leads me into saying that like for me, it's definitely both, like you said. And you kind of tapped into it. It's like my emotions are like something that like drive like my thought processes too, and my memories are always associated with a type of feeling. So it's like my thought processes and like the things that I'm thinking when I'm thinking about the future, when I'm thinking about the today, when I'm thinking about yesterday, or like deep in the past. There's usually always like some type of emotional context that's like attached to like how my thought process would work. And if I'm thinking about like, I don't know, I definitely feel like my emotions drive a lot of like my perspective, emotion, and sometimes it's like a good thing, and sometimes it's like kind of feels like a veil, like it's like something I have to like filter through. It's like like a layer, like an obstacle, but
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it's one of the driving forces
factors,
of like how I think and where my mind goes a lot of the time is usually driven by like my heart. I think it's kind of cool most of the time, but sometimes it sucks. I can't be logical a lot of the time because I definitely think with my emotions a lot. Think with my heart.
I guess I'm like just cold-blooded or cold-hearted because like I just see like I like to see funny things in a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And it's kind of fucked up for people sometimes because it's just like, oh man, that's kind of dark, you know what I'm saying? To like make fun of certain things that are like fucked up, like like a breakup or a death or like fucking like.
Everyone's different.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like I take myself out of that emotion. Like I'm really hard for me to feel sympathy, but even if I haven't gone through something, I feel like I can empathize because I really am able to put my emotions and put myself in that situation for most people.
I'm less able to like just like put myself in someone's shoes like in my head and then get like that emotional response. I get an emotional response like directly from like people themselves, like wherever they are with like what they're talking about. I feel like that's what I pick up on. Like I can definitely tell when someone's talking about like, oh, they went through like a hard time and went through a hard thing. I'm more kind of empathizing with like where they're at in their process of dealing with that. So like I can tell if someone's like kind of like healing and like moved on and that they're at peace with it. I can tell that, and I can tell if someone's talking about something and it's still heavy on them. It's more about just like how they feel in that moment when I'm encountering like that directly. It's not so much like, oh, I can put myself like visually in somebody else's position and like empathize with it and get a true like feeling of what that feels like. I don't think I'm really that good at doing that, and that has led me to like a lot of conflict in my life and a lot of me like behaving in ways that I don't really predict the consequences because I can't put myself on the receiving end of like my own actions sometimes. I can only empathize with how I make someone feel as a result, kind of thing. So yeah,
I'm trying to decipher that a little bit better because you're saying so like like for an example or something, someone's telling you about like, or like you bring up a certain subject, like, oh, how you doing, like relationship wise or something, and then like someone's just like, oh, like, you know what I mean, and kind of like going through a hard time, bad breakup or whatever, and they're not saying it directly or whatever, but you can kind of feel it from what they're saying,
Yeah.
and then you kind of just start empathizing with them or whatever you're saying.
I can pick up. I feel like I pick up more on their emotions, like where they're at when they're presenting me like their situation. And so, like, if someone was talking about like a death in their family, and they're like, "Oh, like when my dad died, you know, I went through all this stuff and blah blah blah," and I can tell that, like, you know, that they're kind of like they've settled with, like, that's something that they've settled in with, and that's the reason why they can like speak on, like, you know, that experience with me and stuff, because they're in a certain place in terms of that process, you know. So I can only I'm only like in the moment, kind of intuitive and empathetic in that way. I can't like,
I can predict futures, bro. I be thinking of people's emotions. Like, I go like, all right, so like say today, like right now we're hanging out, you know what I mean? So in my head, I'm like thinking of all the scenarios of how this could go. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Bad and good. You know what I mean? And then
I'm not thinking about any of that.
Yeah, see, that's me though. Like, see, that's what my problem is, and like it's a benefit and like a problem, because like I'm over analyzing everything most of the time. So like I'd be like, oh, so if I did this, there's like 5-6 different things in my head that could pop up, and if I don't do it, there's another 5-6 things that could happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like I think that's like a strength.
It drives me crazy sometimes.
I feel settled in with like the unknowingness. Like sometimes if I'm like about to take like a big trip, or like I'm about to like have an experience I never had before, and I'm like anxious and anticipating like this experience, I'm just like, I might not be the same person after like this day or like this moment, or like, I know, I'd be sick.
We should go. We should try to plan that shit. 2020, Michael THA. Harmon Warhol THA, I mean.
Wow. That would be sick.
That would be sick. We could do that. I can make sure you could do that if you're interested, and then we could tag you along. Bring your guitar. You could perform a bunch of places out there. I performed there. My homie's bringing a piano this year, and on a trailer. We got like 20 people in our camp, so you get taken care of.
Cool.
Yeah, just the tip. That's our camp name. And then
that's sick.
Just the tip, and
I
then
have some friends that have a really big camp and I still don't really know the dynamic of, like, I hear people talk about it, and I'm just like, I'm not really even gonna understand how this works until I go.
Yeah, you
like,
I didn't either.
I can't even really.
I was like hella mad at my homies. I'm like, bro, you ain't fucking bitches out there, bro. Like, what? Everyone's naked. Like, what's wrong with you? And that was like when I was like 19, 20 years old. And then when I get there, I'm like, oh, I could see how you're not even thinking about sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with girls being naked,
you're on like this, like,
you're on a whole nother high, and then a whole nother experience. You know what I mean with that? So, you got any other questions?
What is a quality, a non-aesthetic quality?
What's that mean?
Non-aesthetic, like nothing superficial.
Like, I need ass.
What's your...
I need a girl with ass.
No.
I don't care about titties.
Deep questions only.
I don't care about titties, bro. I just need some thighs and ass, bro.
Okay.
Some nice lips.
Deep questions.
Maybe wearing a black dress. I'm just kidding.
Deep.
Hey, glasses are a plus. Hey, you empathizing with that right now?
Can I have a Can I have a refill?
Oh, my bad. I thought you wanted
Toast
to.
to my empty glass. Deep questions only.
Yo, ask it.
Question number 3. What is your favorite non-aesthetic quality
of a woman or a person?
In another person, regardless of age, sex?
Honestly, it would have to be between humility and confidence.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, like I don't...
Humility as in like humbleness?
Yeah, being humble, like, you know what I mean? I want you to be confident, because I'm super confident, but like I second guess myself all the time, but I'm not...
Yeah, I love people that are like, that know that they have so much potential, but also know that like we all ain't shit. You know?
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I am.
That's the best like balance. It just is like the perfect balance. Like I want you to love yourself as much as you possibly can and think that you're capable of everything that you're capable of.
But also know you ain't fucking
shit,
bro. Ain't nobody's shit, bro.
Exactly.
Everybody.
I love that.
Yeah, that's how I am, and like that's the biggest thing. Like if a girl's like That's the thing. If a girl's too confident, like it's just like, oh my god.
I'm not talking
you're
about
full.
attraction. I actually want like to leave attraction out of it. Like even something that you could like
Or no, even if it's a
admire in a
dude,
family
yeah.
member
Or
or
if a
admire
dude, yeah.
in like a
people who-
child, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I mean, I just look at it like that because I'm a man. But anyway,
mine is authenticity.
ooh, being themselves.
Yeah, but because like that has so much complexity, it's a very loose one because you don't know how to be yourself a lot of the time, and
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a while for you to be like, oh, look
This
at
is
me,
me.
this is me,
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
is how I am, like
Yeah.
when it's sometimes you phase yourself into like different identities, whether it's your work identity, your artist identity, your daughter identity,
Yeah.
sometimes there's certain people that are just like that bring out just your like natural self.
Yeah, no, I'm me all the time. I don't even have to worry about that personally. I know other people.
You're older than me. I'm like
Wow, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess I didn't really articulate that. I was like, you're older than me.
You're old fart.
No,
You wear fedoras.
cargo shorts and fedoras.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here slaying. I'm about to pull somebody's mom, bro.
Okay. That
I fucked you up. I got you flustered.
was so funny. Cool. Authenticity, and you said humbleness and confidence, which is one and the same. Kind of, they're on opposite ends of the spectrum, but they go hand in hand.
Hand in hand. Yeah. Be authentic. Have confidence and humility.
Look at this. I'm dripping in orange juice now.
You got water to rinse it because it gets sticky. Oranges get sticky. You got any other questions or anything?
Yeah, I do. Most favorite. Sorry, I'm all covered in stuff. I try to do it all like that.
It looks like you just had three
Three jewels in
your
my
mouth.
You don't know about my life?
I think I can empathize with it.
All right, my next question. Question 4, final question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your
4's my favorite number, by the way.
favorite non-aesthetic quality, most valuable non-aesthetic quality that you see in yourself? Probably the same?
Probably the same, but like how you said, it's really just my energy. People give me compliments on it all the time. Like I bring, and I'm really, one thing a lot of people, because I'm very open-minded, and like people like really like me just being like I'm down. I'm very outgoing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of my best qualities. Like I'm just down. Like, and if I'm saying I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm going all in. I'm going full retard in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing around. Like, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it or go to something and be like, oh, I don't know, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's something you like about yourself? Oh shit, I just spilled this shit all on my phone.
Water resistant.
Water resistant, we're good.
That's tough, man. I like the good vibe thing. I feel like when I'm at my best and when I'm truly feeling at my best, like totally riding my wave and like in tune with, where I'm at and stuff like that, I feel like people gravitate toward me in a way that like I feel otherwise so incapable of. Like I've always felt like I struggled like socially a lot. I struggled reaching people and being approachable by people. But when I feel like I'm truly like my authentic self, I feel like that all comes like naturally. So I guess I would say like authenticity as well, but I don't feel like I have fully tapped into like that part of myself yet. So that's still something that's like I jump in and out of, and I'm still trying to figure out,
I think we're kind of opposites right now. I'm pretty good at just being myself in any circumstance, and you're pretty.
I'm well on my way to like having such a great like self-image.
was a good one, guys.
The world is so very small. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Nothing even
Get up there with her. Get up there with her.
Right there, yeah.
Is it running?
It's going. It's going. It's a video.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
That was cool.